Welcome back to the next episode of my podcast, which doesn't have a name.
Amen.
It doesn't have a name.
That is proper.
My guest is Matthew Signorello.
What's going on?
His nickname is formerly Siggy. Is that accurate?
That is. It's actually more so my name than my nickname. So,
Oh man, Tween's already been
Tween's already in the chat. Come on.
Tween's chat already got deleted.
You're like, and no.
Okay. So, first question before I even introduce you properly.
Okay.
Do your parents have a nickname for you?
Okay, let's think. So, there's quite a few nicknames probably actually. Dating way back.
Okay.
Like when I was a little kid, used to be Bonk. I probably bonked into a bunch of stuff. I don't even know. But my mom calls me Matto. My dad just calls me Matt. So
Matto?
Matto.
I actually like that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Siggy. Siggy's a good nickname.
Siggy's a good nickname. Siggy, Sigbomb, Ziggy.
So we already have a question. I haven't even asked the chat for questions, but I really like the participation. Tween left. His chat got deleted and he left.
Come on, bro. Check that in the recap.
Shagamaru asks if you're moving back to Dixon.
Am I moving back to Dixon? That is a big question to start off with. Who knows what the Lord has?
We don't even know who you are yet.
Yeah, exactly. Like, are you coming back? Are you moving back? Yeah. To answer that question in a simple way, I'm open to it. Definitely would like to at some point. Just don't know when or how that's going to look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, before we delve into that, let me formally introduce you. Matthew Signorello is a great friend of mine. I've known him for about 8 years. I researched that. I've done research for this podcast. So Sushi, if you're watching, 2 people can do research. I've known you for about 8 years. You are a man of many hats. Even though you're a young adult, you are a quasi-fishing captain. Can I even legally call you that?
I'm technically not a captain yet, but I'm a captain in training, I guess, is what you
Captain in training,
I literally have everything covered. I just need to turn the paperwork in. So
Okay. You are an O'Reilly's employee.
I do work at O'Reilly
officially.
Auto Parts. Come to me, ask for Matt. I'll sell you some parts.
If the IRS is watching, they will be expecting your taxes.
Yeah, they'll be expecting my taxes. Important. I'm a quasi-fishing captain, so let the record show.
Let the record show.
Yeah.
And you're newly engaged.
Newly engaged.
Dude, congratulations,
Thank you
man.
very much.
Officially.
It's been really good. Lord's been in it through and through.
Yeah.
Just looking forward to tying that knot.
That's so good,
Thanks,
man.
man.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Actual question.
Okay.
Here
we go.
You're a man of many hats, as I've already said. You have to work a career for the next 40 years, and you are not allowed to change it.
Okay.
What are you going to do?
So if I had my choice, actually one of my favorite things, I've always said it's my passion. If the Lord could just put it in my path as a full-time career, it'd be amazing. But dude, I love AV stuff. I love working with audio and visual equipment, doing sound at church, remaking the sound system it's a dream. I love doing that kind of stuff. And it has just really good opportunities for plenty. I mean, there's such a broad spectrum of things that you can get into with AV stuff.
Yeah.
So something in there. AV tech, sound engineer, rigger.
Let's, for imagination's sake, shoot for the stars. 40-year career. I want a specific career.
40-year
career. The people want to know, man.
The career path, though, is really what it comes down to.
That's true.
Ideally, I'd love to
start.
Yeah. I'd love to start with like AV rigging and rigging new buildings. So basically, going along and working for a company that says, "Hey, we've got this contract from X and Y church or X and Y venue, whatever. They want an audio setup. So you go over, you do like scouting. You look at the
Mm-hmm.
look at the area, see what's up, see what they need, and then order all of it, go install it. Move from there up into like sound engineering, so going around, possibly even touring with like different bands around the area, that kind of thing, to
Ooh,
be able to do like local sound engineering. And then
yeah,
eventually, like at some point, it'd be really cool to start up some sort of little recording studio, not even so to record like to get popular recording, but just to kind of grow and be able to refine your craft and
yeah,
just learn more about that and start getting involved, do some work for the church would be really cool too.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
yeah, man.
I will tell you, usually your wife and child doesn't want you to tour
Yeah,
with a band.
exactly. That's why you got to do that early.
I don't want. I've already just destroyed your dreams.
You're like, nah, not gonna work.
I
Not
am
gonna
going
work.
to completely tour with a huge band and be there.
Yeah.
Um,
I'll be gone for 6 months out of the year. You can come with, but
yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
around. No, no. You're right.
Um, okay, so to kind of piggyback on that, why? Like, my question is like, why does that excite you?
Okay. That is a great
Because
question.
here's the thing, like, I'm pretty sure that people hate that.
Yeah,
I think
that is
that
valid. That is such
sorry about this, dude.
you're
I'm
good,
trying to
man.
set up for the next segment.
You're
My
good.
producers, they left. Yeah,
Manager, fire him.
left me, man.
Uh,
Um, why does that excite you? Why does AV like? You're not even talking about like performing. You don't want to be a like a band member or on
no.
stage. You just want to make it look and sound good. Why does that excite you?
Well, I think just in general, like you want to be really good at what you do. I think that's just a natural human like striving. Like you want to strive towards to be the best at what you do. Not necessarily that you're going to be the best, and that's fine. But like when talking about sound, there's so much, as you well know, there's so much into making it sound good.
Right.
And like it's always fascinating to two things. That I want to make things good and I want to put out a good product. And so whether it's live audio, whether it's recorded audio, whether it's setting up for regular live audio where you never know what it's going to look like, making that sound really good is just something I've always wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
I just find it interesting. I like working with things that are kind of intricate, and so there's so many different aspects to sound, whether it's gates, compressors, what equipment you're using, how to make that equipment sound good.
Mm.
But then also, I'm just always in awe with how much music and audio can change the way you're thinking. Like you can be in a certain mood, listen to a certain song, it changes that mood or it amplifies that mood.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just love the fact that, if you're feeling down, you can listen to kind of a song in more of a minor key and be like, I'm really feeling this kind of way.
Resonate.
Or if you want to be lifted up, you can turn on something pump you up and get going, and it's like, man, let's go. Like I'm
Yeah.
ready to go. And so being able to do that to the fullest extent of that, and being able to find products and produce a service, if you will,
Yeah.
to be able to emulate that,
Yeah.
I like that.
I think to the negative as well of that is when it's done poorly, which it mostly is,
Mm-hmm.
or that's kind of harsh. If it's done without care, it ruins that.
Dude, yeah,
Like
the mood
stops that
is just
stuff
rough. I'll
cold.
never forget when we went to the concert and it was, we won't say who it is.
Don't mention. They're probably watching, dude.
That is valid. Dude, that'd be crazy, wouldn't it? But no, we went to a concert and the openers, they had their own sound engineers. Everybody had their own sound engineers, but it was just kind of like, okay,
Eek.
okay. And then we listened to the headliner and it was like, they brought on their team, their equipment, and it was all set up right for them. And it was like,
Incredible.
bro,
It
that
like
is amazing.
changed
Yeah,
everything.
it did.
That's amazing. That's so good. Well, I appreciate you sharing that, man.
Yeah.
If you're a mega church pastor with an unlimited budget, there's your
There
guy.
you
There's
go.
your future
I'll
right
set
there.
up your sound system.
So we're gonna segue. We do have a time limit. Wish I could be better at controlling that, but we'll wing
Yeah,
it. This is my channel is a primarily video game channel, although AV stuff is on the list, so you hit it nice.
Yeah.
The love of video games, I would like to kind of sidestep a little. I don't want to get into depth of specific games.
Sure.
I don't want to like talk about any specific game right now, but what why do you enjoy games throughout your history?
Sure.
And maybe even give us a history of like what changed from
Sure.
like teenager to young adult.
Sure.
Any of those things. What do you like about video games?
What's really interesting is when you look at my quote unquote time playing video game, career playing video, it's never been a career, but just like hobby of playing video games. That's the word. That's a better word for it. Is like as time goes on, it shifts from more me being able to play single player games and me being able to play games by myself to like I pretty much exclusively play for the social factor of it. And so I think really, if I'm going to say why do I like video games, why do I play video games? Well, early on, it's enjoyment, it's something to do, but it's also hanging out with friends. It's also talking with your community. I think when I was younger, talking to all the youth leaders and all that kind of stuff, being able to like keep in touch. Especially, I lived like 20 or 30 minutes away, so it wasn't like, hey, come over and hang out. It was like, hey, let's hop on Xbox, play some Battlefield or something. It was sweet. And then as I've moved on, it's, I've gotten even further apart, even more separated. It's like, dude, I just want to talk to the homies. I want to talk to the boys and hang out and do that. And so like, we'll go like a month without really hanging out or talking much, and then we hop on video games for a few hours, and it's like, oh, this is where it's at.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think just primarily for the social aspect, I think it's a really good way to bond together and to be united with one another. I mean, you can go from having just like crazy banter, having fun, burping on the stream, to like some really serious conversation about how life's going and just what's going on. And it's just this great medium to be able to do that.
Yeah. I agree. I think I like to compare it to watching Netflix.
Yeah.
Like if you watch Netflix for 2 hours, any show, even a good show, compared to 2 hours being social online with people playing video games, it's night and day.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it replaces a personal hangout like this, like being face to face, but it's pretty good.
It's pretty good, especially when that isn't available.
Yeah.
Whether it be distance or just busyness of life, time, whatever.
Yeah.
You can do this video game and it's like, dude, what's going on?
Yeah, if I could give a message to the grandparents, maybe the moms that just don't get it, it's have your kid do it socially. Yeah. Or at least like check in on that. If they're playing for 6 hours alone, I mean, it's Netflix. That is Netflix.
Yeah.
So
sometimes you just need a good binge, but
right.
If it's every day, it's like, I don't know.
And I'm not saying that that's wrong or bad. I'm just saying like that's like the wooden plank in your eye. It's like, Mom, you just watched 5 hours of Netflix. I'm gonna play video games. Yeah. To each their own. Yeah. Solo games, man. That's a Young Bucks.
It is. A Young Bucks I think arena. There's. It takes a certain personality types, and it definitely is like as you get older, man, life gets busy. If you're just sitting there playing solo games, unless you've got some killer streaming setup or you've got like 1 million subscribers on YouTube, it's like,
I think that's why I am even streaming right now, is to get people involved and just chat with people. It's literally why you stream. Yeah. To chat with people. So. Trying to figure out if I want to include chat now. I think maybe I want to do one more segment. This is going to be faster than I planned. I'm going to play the Minecraft live highlights. If you don't know, Minecraft releases an update every year. We're on 1.20. Today, just earlier, they showed that event on YouTube. And I just have a 1 minute clip of the live event. I apologize, stream, if it's quiet. It's going to be quiet. It's only 1 minute. You'll get some of the visuals. But let's watch that and then talk about it.
Here we go.
Whoa.
Dude. Camels?
What?
Okay.
What do they do?
Dude. Bamboo. Dude, that's going to be the meta. Oh. That looks so good. They did that really well. I like that.
Wrath?
Oh, dude, this texture's on that sick. Dude, village? Hand out. They see the band on the back of the boat. Oh, boy.
What? Okay.
Hello.
That was fast.
Good morning. It's not even morning.
That's sort of
Good.
like a teaser. I think we're gonna.
Yeah.
I'll have to go back and watch the real thing.
Yeah.
Camels, man.
Camels. They look like they jump.
Do camels jump?
Do camels spit? Do camels spit at you like the alpacas do? That's a real question.
That is interesting. I think they do.
I think they do. They have to.
I would say camels spit.
Camels
With authority. I would say they
with
spit.
authority. Camels spit with authority.
Camels
That's a new one.
100% spit.
Uh-huh.
The bamboo block looks really
That
good.
looks really good.
It's like flooring.
Yeah, and what's interesting is they've always the jungle. They try to do like a pink green kind of color.
Yeah.
And just for me, it's not my biggest thing. The acacia, achachi,
Chachi.
sometimes can be a little overpowering, but
Yeah.
they did that really well. It's got a nice little bit of green to it.
Yeah.
Too. You can do like some lime green windows with that.
Ooh.
That's gonna be
Yeah.
good.
I'm guessing. What do you? Let's ask you. What do you guess that the actual update is? I'm thinking.
I want to think that it's kind of not a big overhaul, but just with the little bit, it looked like they were doing villages and that kind of thing. So maybe something with. I think it's just going to be overall detail in the game.
Yeah.
Just a little more depth in, like, not necessarily one specific
Yeah.
biome, not necessarily one specific realm, but just kind of a general, just like a couple of
Polishing.
things here and there. Yeah, polishing. That's a
Dude,
good
they
word
need
for it.
that.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff has been around since the beginning.
Yeah, that's true.
Whoa. That was. I should probably see. I wanted a first reaction.
Yeah,
So I didn't watch that.
sure.
I probably should have watched that. That was like 50 seconds of games I'll never play
yeah.
and 20 seconds of something I don't even
Yeah.
understand.
But honestly, cool. Honestly, some of those games look really cool for like, dude, because you think like Diablo 3 or World of Warcraft, they like LoL, that kind of stuff. It's interesting because it's like that dungeons looks very similar to that. I've never played it, never seen any gameplay,
Mhm.
nothing like that, but it looks very similar. Literally just an MMO.
Yeah. I know Diablo is really popular.
Diablo is really fun. I played through Diablo, just the main storyline. I didn't actually like level up, but
Oh, cheers, by the way. Let's take a refreshment break from our sponsor, which is me.
which is you.
This
That
is
is
homemade
true.
seltzer.
Yeah,
it's kind
buddy.
of flat.
It's still good though.
it's
It's got a
pretty good.
nice little tingle in the back there.
I got a little bit of lemon juice in there, some ice in the mason jar.
It's like
Mason jar.
it's like no sweet lemonade.
That's right, man.
Perfect.
Keeping it real.
Keep it real. Real.
So, I would like to incorporate chat into this now a little
Yeah.
bit. If you're there, to be honest, I don't know. To be honest with you,
Ugh. We'll see. If not, we'll figure something out. Just
I have other ideas.
Sure.
One thing I would like to ask. I was going to pull up some highlights of you playing games and
Oh,
us
boy.
recording you.
Yeah.
You don't really stream yet or
Sure.
anything.
Yeah.
But we all
Matt's
record you.
stream, your stream. Dude.
Yeah. Why do people like to record you playing video games?
Oh boy. That's an interesting question. I think I tend to be very well, just to put it simply, very loud. I can be
Yeah.
very loud and very I don't even know. How do you describe that? Very loud and just boisterous.
Ooh, that's a better word than I
This
was
is a better
thinking.
word. It's a better word than I was thinking. It just came to me.
Boisterous.
But no, just very, very loud, boisterous, and like, dude, I'd genuinely be having some crazy reactions to things.
Yeah.
You just put on like a clip of Darth Sidious, Palpatine saying "my
And it's
boy," and it's just the next level.
it's on.
It's on. So,
Yeah. You take doing things exceptional. You do that well with video games.
Appreciate it.
Like I've seen some people play video games kind of average. You don't do that.
Nah, it's all or nothing, bro.
Even if you're bad at a video game,
Literally, I'll
you
be
still
playing like
go all out.
some PUBG.
Yeah.
It's just like in the middle of a battle, I'll be like, "Well, I'm terrible, but
It could
we're
be
gonna
the-
laugh."
It could be the funniest thing too is like you being bad at a game but caring so much. It's like you shouldn't care.
Just
care so
freaking
deeply.
out, dude. Some of my favorite clips are playing a Battlefield, and we're trying to clear a room, And I
Yeah.
run. I think there's one in particular that I was thinking of, and I had a limpet charge, one of the big mines, and ran in. There was a Wex. You
Uh-huh.
throw the mine, and I thought I died without throwing it. And then I did end up throwing it. It ended up getting out, and the Wex blew up, and I freaked out. I
Yeah.
was dead.
You died, but you
It was an
killed
afterlife.
from the grave. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's fun.
So
That
just
is
that kind of
good.
stuff.
I think you're probably the most fun person to play games with. I think everyone unanimously feels that way.
Dang, that's a compliment. Dang, I appreciate that.
So you bring joy, man.
I
You bring a
appreciate
lot
it.
of joy.
I try. That's what we're here for.
And I like that it's even if it's really bad, if it's bad, good, or average, you're still upset or really happy.
Yeah.
Like
it's both extremes every time
Yeah.
within 30 seconds.
Yeah. Tween Swag agrees. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say when you get married, establish your residence, even a really on the budget stream setup would be beneficial for you.
I know. I've got a pretty moderate stream setup right now. I mean, it's nothing special, but a little face cam and just the Xbox mic. But dude, I need to. It's just finding the time right now. You know how it goes.
There's a handful of people, and you're in that handful. Like I would watch your stream faithfully because it would be good.
Yeah,
it would be
that
I
appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Yeah, and if that's me, I'm pretty particular.
Sure.
So
somebody's got to be out there.
Yeah. So yeah, man, we got to get you back on the game,
dude.
soon.
I know,
but
back on some Streamcraft.
Seasons,
exactly. That's the truth of it too. Is I do go in a sort of a pattern where I'm in it for, a couple months, like heavy, playing pretty much daily or at least a few times a week, and then there's times where it's like, okay, life's happening now, and I gotta lay off a little bit, and also just take a break, refresh myself, and come back later.
Yeah. I did have a question here. This is a little, I think we're willing to sidetrack.
Sure.
I'm going to scroll up in chat and say, Shag asks, how did you propose? Will you share that story?
Yeah, for sure.
On the internet.
So it's actually very simple, I think if once you get to know me, I'm a pretty simple guy with how I do things. Like I'm pretty, I'm not gonna like I don't know, like I love like the go crazy and do really awesome things, but I also love like the heartfelt meaningfulness that comes with something really simple. And so what I did was I took my at the time girlfriend, not quite fiance yet. I took my at the time girlfriend and we went out to lunch after church. We just had a good time. And then we went to a couple of the places that were really special to us. We went to a local viewpoint. We live on the coast. So went to a local viewpoint and just kind of hung out there for a couple minutes and talked about, how our relationship had gone and how in love we are with one another. You know how that goes. But just hung out there for a little bit, talked a little bit. And then we went for another little drive. We went to one more little, we started at the beach, ate some food, talked about it because we used to hang out at the beach a lot. Just even if it was like late at night, just watch the waves kind of roll up. And then we went to the viewpoint. And then after that, we went actually back to her parents' house where she stays right now. And the other thing is, with me being a simple guy, is I also am rather sentimental. Like I will remember little things a lot. Like, I mean, I think about just in between you and I, like so many little spots around town or around like where we go to youth camps and all that kind of stuff. Like so many little spots have so much meaning to me. And so and the other thing is I hate goodbyes. I absolutely hate goodbyes. Like so much. It's the worst thing ever. Like I don't like saying goodbye. It's a necessary part of life, but I don't like saying goodbye. So one of the places that was actually really important to me and really like touching to me was at her parents' place when I would say goodbye to her at night after dropping her off or whatever. And so I took her back there and I was like, baby, this is where I fell in love with you, because this is where I realized that I don't want to say goodbye ever again. As little as possible. I don't want to ever have to say goodbye to you ever again. We can
That's a good line.
Do our thing, live our life, and be together as much as we can. And so I took her back there, sat in the truck for a minute, and was just like, hey, this is it. This is how I feel. And we got out and I said, Salmon, I want to marry you. You make me the happiest I've ever been. Got down one knee, and one thing led to another. She said yes. So now she's no
What a
longer my
spin.
girlfriend, but my fiance, and let me say it's good.
It's good. What a spin. She said maybe.
She said maybe.
And now this is awkward.
No. Yeah, no.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
I think, that's really such a good thing to remember stuff, but not just that, but that idea, that's not a typical guy thought, like, hey, I don't want to say goodbye.
Yeah.
Like, that's good.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
That seems like divine intervention.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a cool story. Whoa.
That was fun.
Yeah. Another question. Who is Andre?
Dude, I don't even know. That's the real trick there. I literally don't even know. I just had this conversation with one of the youth students yesterday. I was like, dude, he was like, Andre is this person for sure. And I went, no, it's not. Like, I've literally asked and investigated into that. He's not. He's not Andre. From what I know, Andre is somebody you know, and literally like nobody else knows. That's all I know.
Process of elimination.
He's literally a gorilla. I mean, what can I say? It's Andre the gorilla.
Tween said one thing led to another, and she said yes. Might be the underground greatest statement of the year.
Yeah.
One thing led to another.
One thing led to another, and she said yes. Dude, right along with what do you know? Do you know anything? It's a little treat for Matt there. What do you know? Do you know anything?
Tween, I can't wait to get you on here, man.
Dude, that is an important one.
It's an important one.
Yeah.
I would do it since you don't live here. Yeah. I would do a podcast with Tween every week.
Dude, that'd be sick.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Sick. Dude, you cover so many topics.
Yeah. Just riffing.
Yep.
The one time, Tween and I, we haven't really streamed together, but one time we did late into the night, and we were just riffing, talking. Oh, yeah. Like, sincerely.
Just whatever, yeah.
For like an hour. And out of nowhere, no one was in my chat ever. And then, back then, and someone was just chatting and was like, I've been listening to you guys for an hour. The whole time. It's been amazing.
Dude,
what are you
make
guys?
This a thing.
Who are you guys?
Yeah. Dude, that's epic.
Matt and I, as old men working on a radio station together.
Dude, I can see it. Make it happen.
I'd be really old, though.
Make it happen.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Dude, I think of it just like there's a group of us, a handful, probably 5 or 10 of us, I think, that have just all like, one, just done like life together in a sense, and fellowships with one another, and played video games with one another, and just had genuine, plenty of ups, plenty of highs in our lives and friendships apart and together. Yeah. And then also some big lows together and
it's important
with each other and all that. And so I think there's a group of us, like I said, probably 5 or 10 of us that could all probably like do this, like streamcraft, do very podcasts, all that kind of stuff, and just be really natural and really just comfortable with.
Yeah, I think COVID did something to society where people are realizing that they need community.
Yes.
They need, so we have that, and we're family. Like, it's like a family. Highs and lows.
People are realizing,
ugly, good.
Yeah, people are realizing the necessity of friendship and fellowship, and also how much they've taken advantage of said friendship and fellowship, I think.
Yeah, because you take it for granted.
I remember like when it first came around, and there were some people in my life who were like, man, we gotta be responsible and take action in this. And I was like, man, whoa, you're right, but also whoa.
Yeah.
And so I think people just realize how important it is to take these moments and dwell on them, and just remember, like, hey man, this is necessary for a sustainable lifestyle.
Yeah. We have to do it together.
Yeah, amen.
All right. I'm gonna riff with a couple of questions I have that are off topic, but I think would be good. And then I have a finale for you.
Okay. Oh boy.
I did it with Ethan Sushi Sleepy Time Show at the end, but we'll get there. I want to ask you a question modern. This has been burning in my heart because it sort
Okay.
of makes me
Yeah.
mad,
Sure.
but then also I get it.
Yeah.
Modern media, modern cinema, filmmaking, media consumption. It seems as if movies are almost on their way out, and
Sure.
everything like from Star Wars to Marvel and everything in between is becoming a series.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why do you think that is, and do you like it? Don't like it? Goods and bads of that. What do you think
Sure.
about that?
What I think it comes down to is my initial thought. Of course, this is subject to change, so don't hold me to it,
Hmm.
anybody. But I think it comes down to two main factors. One is just pure playtime. How much how much time do you have in this universe, in this world with these characters, whatever. Two, it has to do with what's the one I was thinking of? Oh shoot. Um one playtime, two, just how deep can you get within the not one's time and also just how much does this universe surround you?
Mm,
How deep can you get involved? How many little details can you capture? Where movies, they're I don't think I personally don't see them dying completely,
mm,
but just phasing out a little bit and changing how they do things because movies can be these epic collabs and conglomerations where it's like all these characters coming together. I think of like Avengers, and
right,
it's unite what's the word uniting of characters and of storylines to form this really big event.
right.
But now you're able to, with all these different series, have a look and develop way more characters and way more details about these characters, and you really get attached to them on a different level than you can in the movies
Hmm.
in a much faster paced uh, system. It's going to take you a couple years to make a movie, possibly, where a series, can be done in 6 months to a year.
So you like it?
I
You
like
like
it.
where it's headed?
I like it. I just really hope that, like I said, I really hope that they don't completely phase out. Like it needs to be
Yeah,
together.
yeah. They're different.
It's very different.
The problem
You
I
don't see the
have
completion of storylines like you do in movies with series. You see
on
more character
purpose.
development. It's a
Yeah,
trade off.
it's a
Which do you want
trade-off.
more
You
of?
can't do both.
No.
Yeah, and I've seen what the problem is. I think some of the series run into like, well, instead of a 2 hour movie or an hour and a half movie, we need a 7 hour series or like a
Yeah.
5 hour
Yeah. I
series.
mean, you think about it, it's like Lord of the Rings director's cut, whatever, that's like 9 hours long. And
Yeah.
it's like,
Well, I think that's an example of it done well.
yeah.
And I think some of these spin-off shows, they realize like, oh, these characters may not be that interesting.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
could we
Yeah. Yeah.
stretch it for 5 hours?
Sure. Sure. And then the
Um,
other thing is, it's like, it's exactly that. And it probably is to some degree a little bit of a cash grab too, because they can produce these series and you have to subscribe to them and all this stuff. Or you can spend the hundreds of millions of dollars to produce
yeah,
this epic, long 9 hour movie.
that's so true.
So probably a little bit of a mixture of both, but there's
Yeah.
definitely the cash grab aspect of, hey, this is going to make us more money.
It seems like it's a cash
Yeah.
grab. I guess I'm too old to really embrace it. I watch them,
Sure.
but I just don't embrace it. Can I be honest with you? And this is shooting myself
Hit
in the
me.
foot. I think YouTube and the culture of like infomercial
Yeah.
editing is driving it.
Yeah, I
Like
think so. I think
people
you're
are just
right.
like, I won't sit for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I need 20 minutes.
Well, I mean, that's the other thing too. You look at just the way life is going nowadays, and it's getting a lot more fast paced, especially in cultural hubs
Yeah.
or near cultural hubs. It's like there's so many things you can do and need to do, especially to get out with people and to hang out with people. It's like, man, I don't have
So much time.
oftentimes an hour and a half to sit down and really enjoy
Yeah.
a movie like I should. It's, I might be able to watch a third of it here and maybe finish it after I get home.
That's so crazy, man.
So I
Oh,
think that's probably some of what's driving it too. Is people are, and that's why it's so profitable too. Is because people can say, "Oh, I can commit to a 40-minute episode," but man, can I watch all of Star Wars
Yeah.
Episode 3 right now? That's kind of heavy.
my favorite thing, what's happened recently in the last year, is that all these shows are like, okay, we'll do it, but we're only going to release them once a week. I
Yep,
love that
yep, yeah.
because that
It's so
reminds me of
smart.
being a kid.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can come
You
back.
wait all
I
week.
can't wait till the next episode, guys. Let's
Yeah.
watch the next. I remember when we did the streaming parties of Mando, and ate
I
the
am
cereal
down.
and all that, and it's like, dude, it brings you together. It
Yeah,
has
yeah,
a great
yeah.
ability to bring you together, either as a family or
Yep,
online group or an actual friend group.
yep.
It's really cool.
Oh, wacky quacky.
Wacky
Welcome in.
quacky.
Welcome in, dude.
Welcome.
This is not the
How do you
normal,
do?
but I do podcasts every once in a while. Actually, just started. It's a podcast without a name, man. Got a name for it? Pop it in.
Dude, I like it. I think that should almost be the name. I mean, sure, it's probably taken. Somebody's probably thought of that, but like, dude, there's
Yeah,
so many. You could do video games. You could do like church things. You could do whatever.
yeah.
But it fits any podcast without a name.
My goal for this is to never name it and to never release it in a podcast form. It's just going to be a video.
Yeah.
I actually heard that YouTube is going to start dropping podcasts.
Really?
That's their next phase.
That's
It's coming soon.
Adapting to
They
fit
want
multiple
all
markets.
the market.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like, hey, market, I want all of it.
Yeah, literally.
I want
Literally.
all of it.
Oh, Twitch is streaming? Guess what? We're gonna start streaming too. Stories? All the social medias have stories?
Yeah.
We have stories now.
Yeah, literally, dude. TikTok,
Google.
we will kill you.
You gotta respect Google for it, right?
Gotta respect the game. I like Ethan last episode and I were talking about some other big company, Amazon or something, being a big company, being evil. I'm like, Google is up there.
Google is literally like, dude, they control everything.
Yeah.
Where does okay, granted, it's the whole browser and what's what, but you go to Amazon on Google.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
nobody just goes to Amazon.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, there's places where that happens now. You can't skip the middleman. SF, I think, has a what are they? The Amazon grocery store or whatever. But primarily, you're going to Google to go to Amazon.com.
Yeah.
Not a sponsor.
No,
please. But
I'll delete. I'm cutting that out. YouTube, that is not making it. Oh, Wacky Quacky, love your YouTube channel, dude. That's amazing, man.
Oh, thank you.
I appreciate you, Wacky Quacky. I like your name too.
It's very original. I like it.
I like if this is about your name or not. Wacky Jackie. Have you ever watched his content on YouTube?
I can't say that I have.
He's a PUBG content creator, and he's clean and pretty encouraging. Wow. I mean, he definitely trolls people and gets animated, but he's like, I always appreciate, and nothing's crazy. He's just really good. One of those gamers that are just epic.
Just really good. Yeah. I feel it. So my dad worked on a boat called the Wacky Jackie. So kind of crazy. That was years and years ago.
That is crazy.
Wacky, man.
Wacky, dude.
Wacky. Totally wicked.
Are you watching anything? Speaking of, kind of tie this segment up.
What am I watching? I mean, you just kind of jump around from thing to thing. One thing that's kind of funny, actually. I used to watch Doctor Who as a little kid. I used to love it. I love sci-fi type stuff, and it's kind of cheesy. It's not even kind of cheesy. It's really cheesy. But I started rewatching it. It's actually been really it's been cool. It's just been a nice little nostalgic thing.
Yeah.
So it's been fun.
Nice.
Other than that, just
have you seen Andor, the new Star Wars?
No, I haven't. I literally haven't seen anything.
Me
since,
either.
Like,
I want
Mando
to.
Season 1. Like,
yeah.
Literally.
Whoa.
So and I think Loki, as far as Marvel's concerned.
I like Loki. That was a good show.
Loki was good.
Yeah, I want to watch Andor. I just finished Rings of Power, and I'll say it on the internet publicly, like I already have a million times. It's amazing. Everyone needs to go watch it.
That is one I want to watch at some point. Where do they stream that one?
Amazon,
dude. Jeff Bezos.
I can't. This might be the first time where I'm like, Jeff Bezos, tip my cap.
Respect it.
That's respect. Respect, dude. If you're gonna spend a lot of money, please do it there.
That's the way to do it.
Please do it there. Yeah. I don't want to get into that though. It's so divisive. I hate that. It's so divisive right now. So dumb.
I mean, all of that realm of things, whether it's finance, economy, politics, right now the world is just very divided and very angry, and so
this won't be that. This podcast will never be
it'll literally be
I can't do that.
Just let it sit and simmer and calm down.
I'm angry with the other side, but I'm angry
with your side. It's like, dude, just take a chill pill. Like, just relax.
Be the better of whatever side you're on. Take the
light
worst
in a dark
to be
place.
the better.
Light in a dark place.
Oh, the Wacky Quacky said there's a new horror film released by Marvel. It's called Werewolf. Oh. And it's like a 1930s horror film.
Really?
And he loved it.
Sounds interesting.
It's interesting. Marvel's definitely delving into more rated R,
dark and R-rated
dark stuff.
Kind of stuff.
Dude, did you watch the Doctor Strange?
Yes.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That was...
Dude, that was like...
I was not ready
Marvel
for
has
that.
changed. Or Morbius. Did you watch Morbius?
I didn't.
Dude,
I heard
Morbius
about
is
it,
very
though.
similar. It wasn't done as well as Doctor Strange, but it's still just like the very like... this doesn't feel like Marvel does. They're changing, and I think they're just trying to grow with audience a little bit.
I think so, too.
But it's like...
I'm not going to grow...
I want to still watch like the hero story, fall into trouble, rise out of it, and like that's still like that's what Marvel is to me still. So
yeah, I do too, and I just like I watch all of them with my kids.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like
I don't choose to watch that stuff anyways. I don't know if you know this, but you'll have to tune into this stream. But the people who are in my chat want me to play a horror game or like a jump scare game.
Yeah,
and I won't do it.
Nah.
So I told them if I reach a certain point with followers or like any of that stuff, I'll do it.
Sure.
So
I get that.
It still might not happen.
Yeah.
But they want it to
like,
really badly.
If I hit this point, I will really actually
I'll
consider it. But
they want, we'll see. But I'll send you the link if it happens. I'm so scared. I might do it in VR too.
Oh jeez, you said yeah. It's not really the thing I do, but if I do it, we're doing it in VR, and I'm going to punch the wall.
I'll just buy like a couple more green sheets and just lay them all over. Just go,
dude.
For it,
that would be sick. You get like a VR setup, but also the bodysuit where you can like be in the actual show. That'd be crazy, dude. That's the next level of streaming.
That's so scary, man.
It's gonna be like Ready Player One.
Some of my favorites. This is like, actually no, I won't say it. This is quality content, but like YouTube shorts of people playing Beat Saber.
Oh man,
on YouTube, I could watch that all day, dude.
Dude, I'll never forget when I came down that one time like a year or so ago, and Tim brought his epic VR setup, and we played Beat Saber and all. It was trippy.
That would be crazy, Leroy. That would be amazing. Yeah, if I play a horror game,
gotta do it.
If I play a horror game, something's gonna get broken.
Definitely.
Oh man,
knowing you two just as jumpy as
I'm so scared, dude. I don't watch that kind of stuff.
You'll probably like
scare me. How we doing on time? I think. Let me check my questions. We're close. Close. I want to get to the last segment. Anything that you want to bring up? I never ask people that. Like, how?
That is always a good question. That's something I haven't really actually thought about.
What would you, if you had extra time, what would you be playing right now
what would I be
for video
playing?
games?
Dude, actually, so
Apex. You were an Apex
I like
guy,
Apex.
right?
I like Apex. I've actually been kind of wanting to play just a few rounds of that.
Yeah.
Just to see where it's at and be able to have some fun myself. And just that would be a time where it'd just be like, let me get back into gaming. Let me take a day or so, play an hour or two, get back into gaming, get my coordination back up a little bit. But then honestly, whatever the boys are playing. If we're playing Minecraft, we're playing Minecraft. If we're playing like some crazy game,
Shooter.
we're playing that.
Yeah.
We're playing Battlefield, we're playing Battlefield. Warzone. Like I'm just hanging out.
Yeah. But, I'm with you, man.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
He'll come back.
Yeah,
Seasons come and go.
That's the thing. That's the biggest thing.
Seasons come and go. Yep. Thoughts on the new Overwatch? Do you ever play Overwatch?
I never played Overwatch.
I have never played it either. People seem to like it.
I think
it's like Apex, isn't it?
Yeah. So from what I understand, it's Apex but more structured and not battle royale. So it's very
like a
similar.
Point system.
Yeah, it's a point system, or get this object to this point, or capture this object while also getting kills and all that with characters that have different abilities and all that kind of stuff. Much like Apex.
Yeah. That does sound pretty cool.
It does sound cool. I would like it, and I'm sure I would actually get really into it if I had people to play with. Like that's the thing. Right now, just with the season I'm in, it's like
squad up.
I don't have the time really to develop and like refine and get good at a game. So like when I played Apex a lot, I was playing a lot just by myself because it was fun and it was fun enough to keep me enthralled, and I still played with people on the off chance, in the evenings or every other day or something like that.
Yeah.
One of the boys or a couple of boys would get on and play with them. But I got into it enough to start developing and getting good. Like that's one of the games I would say I was good at. And so like that was really fun. Where now getting into a new shooter unless I'm doing it with a bunch of people, is like, man, I don't really have the time to get good at it. And so unless I'm playing with people, it's not going to be like a really enjoyable experience for me.
I got you. I got you. I think you're doing it right. You know, being single, that's what you do when you're single. When you're in the stage of life you're in, you tighten up what's important.
Yeah, exactly. You prioritize your time a little better.
Get your stuff done. You're in a volatile is not the right word, but you're in a very big transitional time.
And it's really tough because I do value the time I have with the boys and with people like you and Matt and some of the youth kids and all that. And it's like, dude, I really value that, but it's done in such a way where it's like, man, I have other things that I need to be doing right now too. And so it's an interesting trade-off. You're exactly right.
As a older married person,
you'll start figuring it out.
You figure that out, and you have to come together as a husband and wife and discuss it, but then make sure you schedule and value friend time, because it's like what we talked about before. Community is so important. When you lose that, you can actually be alone with your spouse, and that's not a good place to be, man.
Sure, yeah. I mean, the whole thing is right when this is transitioning into a whole nother conversation you go on for a whole series of podcasts about. But the point being, like, you and your spouse are together as one, and so even in that, like, that being alone just with each other for every minute of every hour is probably not the healthiest thing. Where it's like, no, you also need community together, apart. Like, however it happens, you need community.
Yeah, you start to, you give each other a lot of grace. That maybe you and I, when we hung out, I'd be like, dude, why are you saying that?
Yeah.
Why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Don't do that. Where your wife might be like, well, I don't want to.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing.
Just talk about it. You got to talk about it.
Yeah.
In a very open
schedule time with the boys, man. Yeah. It'll come.
You gotta do it. And that's the thing, just learning to do that now, and like learning how to do that in a respectful way, both to everybody involved.
Yep. So I always try to give married people a couple years.
Yeah.
Before we jump into that conversation. Yeah. So then you have some time to reflect.
Yeah. You're like, okay, you're right. I get where you're coming from. Yeah.
And I struggled with it. My wife would tell you guys I was the worst. I was actually swung too far the other way. I'd be like, I need my guy time, and I took too much. Yeah. Not good either. Got to find a balance. I want to get to our last segment.
Oh boy.
Which is called the lightning round.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay. So gotta readjust, get set.
In this lightning round, I say one word.
Oh boy.
And you say one word.
Shoot.
That it elicits.
Pops in my head, yeah.
I will get a buzzer someday. If you take too long, I buzz you out. I don't want you to think about it. I want it to come from your soul.
Your soul. Deep down.
I want it to come from your soul.
Yes, sir.
My boy. Okay?
My boy.
If we riff a little off of that, great.
Sure.
So don't feel like we have to just chop it up. You ready?
I'm along for the ride. I'm hanging
You're doing great, man.
Thanks.
This has been so much fun.
It has been. I love this.
If you lived here,
it'd be all the time.
We do podcasts
coffee and podcasts?
Weekly.
Yeah, literally.
Seltzy, dude.
That's it. You're right.
Artisanal seltz.
Dude, we can get artisanal seltzy.
We could get the soda stream right here.
Dude, ask chat.
Lemons and limes over here.
What flavor, chat? What flavor we doing today?
What flavor, chat? Chat in, what do you want? We get pomegranate out.
Dude, eventually it's like they send in their own little bottles of flavor. You never know what it is.
That would be sick.
Dude, that would be
sick.
Get
mail from Europe.
Dude, be like, here is... What's some European thing? Here's the Tim Tam Seltzy.
I love that. Lightning round. Here we go. First word. Diesel.
Truck.
Oh, that was easy. Yeah. That was a softball.
Yeah, I need a diesel truck, man.
I was hoping you'd say, like, lumber mill.
Lumber mill.
Handmade lumber mill.
All soft and broken.
Or tractor.
Lumber mill.
All right. They're not all this easy.
Sure. I hope not.
Number 2.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Number 2. France.
Belgium. I don't even know. Belgium? It's just another country? France? I'll raise you. I'll do you one better.
I said... Never mind. That was good. That was good.
Waffle.
I always find during lightning round, if you bring up any kind of geography, it goes haywire.
Yeah,
People can't think, especially Americans, I think.
Dude, it's like the whole thing is
Dude.
like, name 3 colors. And you're like...
Geography. Some people are good. Okay, ready? Number 3. Challenge.
Chess.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Do you play chess?
Not really, but I'm
Yeah.
very intrigued. I mean, it's like it's like the oldest game that's around or something like that. Whatever it is, but it's...
I'll say
You
with
gotta think about
authority,
it.
it's the oldest game ever.
Yeah, you're like, for sure.
None of it's true.
I've got like a 3,000 or 4,000 on the chess.com or whatever. No,
Yeah.
doesn't even go that high. You're like, no, you don't.
All right. Number 3. Ocean.
Banana.
Shut up.
I'm
Really?
dead serious.
Why?
So it's actually kind of funny. My dad and I, we run a charter boat.
Uh-huh.
That's what I do for the other half of my money. Of course, it's starting to slow down right now. Anyways, we run a charter boat, and there's this... with every like little career or niche, there's all these little superstitions that you kind of playfully play into, but not really. Obviously, it's not real. But there's a whole saying in a boat, especially fishing boats, you don't bring bananas. Cannot bring bananas on fishing boats. And the whole thing is that my dad and I always tell the story. It comes from one of two things. My bad. One of two things, and one is, pardon me. One is they used to ship bananas from place to place. From down in like the Bahamas or wherever to Europe or America or whatever on these wooden boats. And the banana bunches are a great place for insects and rodents and all these things to hide in the banana bunch and get on the ship and then be taken to somewhere else. So stop invasive species and all that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
The more fun one, which is the one I prefer to tell last because it's a little bit of shock and awe, is the same thing. They used to store bananas on the bottom of these wooden boats, big wooden ships, to ship from place to place. And as anything does, when it starts to decompose, it lets out a methane gas. That's what makes your fart smell bad. Just being honest. So it lets out a methane gas, and these people, they didn't have like electric flashlights that would click on and off. They had a literal flame lantern on. So when they had to go check the holds, check the bilges and everything, they'd go walking down to the holds with the bananas in them. And if you don't know, methane is very flammable. Yeah. And so you walk down, and all of a sudden you're dead, and the boat's exploded. And so, bring legit. A banana on a boat.
Yeah,
not supposed to. So yeah, ocean, bananas.
I think also superstition. It kind of has like that placebo effect.
Yeah, it does.
If you're a captain and you're like, "There's a banana on the boat,"
that's why we're not fishing.
You might be, yeah.
Yeah, and the other thing is, it's like it's a good blame. You're not doing well. You got to have an excuse of why you're not doing well. Oh, man, the weather's not right or something. You brought a banana on the boat, man.
Yeah, that's
what
true.
What are you doing?
And then you get to tell the story.
And then it makes it kind of lighthearted and fun.
Yeah.
And everybody has a laugh, even if they're not having the best trip, so to speak.
I think charter captains and podcasts go hand in hand.
Sure.
You guys have to tell stories. I like that.
You gotta.
Well, this kind of ruins my next one. Lightning round. Yellow.
Well, okay, banana, but...
Why? Why did you... When I said ocean, I thought you'd say salmon or boat or
something like that.
Fish.
I had to get one random one out there, man.
Titanic.
Dude, Titanic. I'll never let go. Psych.
Next word. Meme.
You. Dude, okay, so the only thing I could think of...
I could be insulted by that.
You could, but I think it's actually a compliment. I think that's a huge compliment, dude. No, I think of Vitas.
Yeah.
You dressing up as Vitas for Halloween.
Yeah.
Doing the dance and all that. Yeah, it's literally like, dude, you have a great ability to emulate funny things.
Oh.
Yeah.
If I could make money off of making memes, that would be my career.
Dude.
Easily.
That would be the way.
Easy art.
Dude, it's literally just like...
And funny.
Yeah, you get to make people laugh, have a good time doing it, and you can generally get into it.
Where's the money in memes?
Dude, you know?
Who's making money off memes?
I'm sure there's people doing it.
Oh, there's rich people.
Oh, for sure.
Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, you're right, actually. He's like, every meme that says my name in it, like, I'm taking and doing a cease and desist order on them. So
it sends you an affiliate link back.
Yeah, back to Amazon.
Oh, gosh. Okay, a couple more words. Summer.
Hangouts.
Oh.
Dude, I love
Gotta love
Like
that.
I said, love the fellowship. So summertime, swim in the pool,
Hanging out.
have a little fire. Dude,
Yeah. Mm.
gotta do it.
We're leaving that season behind.
I know. Rapidly.
Next word. New York.
Crowds.
Oof.
There's
You're not
just
wrong
a
about
lot
that,
of
my
people,
friend.
man.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Yeah,
dude,
I've
I
been
can't
there.
imagine.
You ever been to New York City?
I've never been to New York City. I want to once, and probably just once, just to see it. I want to see it. I want to experience it. You know, there's a whole like city culture where it's. You know, I'm just fascinated by like what that's like. That being said, I could not see myself living there very long.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Got one more word.
Okay.
Lightning round's over. Rusty.
Rusty Dusty.
When in doubt, rhyme.
Yeah, exactly. When in doubt, rhyme. No, Rusty Dusty. Dude, that just reminds me, like, our whole group, like, hanging out, playing on the games or whatever. What random rhyme can we make up and then make that the thing for that session?
Yeah.
Hungo Bungo, Rusty Dusty, you know,
Rusty
just all
Dusty,
that kind of
dude.
stuff. So, yeah.
When
Rusty
in
Dusty.
doubt, rhyme.
When
That's
in doubt,
just
rhyme
a little,
down.
you know, advice.
Motto for life.
Motto for
when
life.
When in doubt, rhyme.
When in doubt,
It's gonna be the safe option every time.
Oh, man. That's so good.
Yeah.
Well, that is going to conclude this episode, my second episode ever. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me. It's been a blast.
I miss you, man.
I miss you too. It's gonna be good.
People want you to move here.
Apparently.
First question.
Are you gonna move back?
Out the gate.
Yeah, literally.
Move back
Hello,
home.
this is Matt. Are you gonna move back?
And for if this somehow squeaks its way to any family member of Matthew's, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
We just love this guy. We love this guy.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't think of a better person to have on the show because you always carry a great conversation. You're interesting to talk to, but also, like we talked about video games, man, you're always all in.
Dude, I appreciate it.
Always stay all in, man.
Go big or go home.
It's so good.
Appreciate that.
Well, thank you guys. I'm going to cut the stream here. We appreciate you watching, and we will definitely catch you on the next episode.
Next time.
Peace.